cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check your hot read. Hey, watch out.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They run with Taylor, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Ready? Check. You're not ready.
Second and 13. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ready. 30 base.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Hey, lock it.
That's right, baby. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 36, 36. Watch the stick.
On first down, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Watch that three. Watch that three.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go with a keeper. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now it's Penny running right, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Penny, a first down carry. A nice little juke. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Watson escaping the pressure. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
60 outlaw.
2nd and 4. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It got his man complete. 39 yards there, a big one.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. In for the score. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the 29, Watson is going to float this one, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle, 46 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Coaching spell. Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Watson on 3rd down. He'll find Metcalf. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 41.
Now Rashad Penny. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Watson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Watson off play action. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing again is Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Watson now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch twins.
Here's Watson. Throwing again. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The kick by Gold is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. 2nd and 2. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jaron Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And Sanders now to return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long.
Hey, you got to snap the line and go.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. On first down, Watson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12. First down, Seahawks. Watson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
They go back to the ground now with Penny, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Watson eluding the pressure right. DK Metcalf there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
At the 32-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Hurry.
Here we go on second and 12. Throwing right, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
It's just me and you.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run with Penny. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Back to throw, Watson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Go!
Here's the 2nd and 7. Being chased out left. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect them.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in...
And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. So that, a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately, that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. That one looks like he'll throw here. Keeps himself upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run. A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Sanders. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Watson to throw again. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively,